Hey, it's Brian again. Apparently, last life, you guys are Scientology or somebody is quoting me a lot as Al, as I most certainly tried to corral what was going to happen this life, the massacre, the vulturism, the vampirism of me and the world, as I probably tried to coach the Black Panthers, maybe tried to corral the KKK, tried to help inform AA, as I knew you guys would hit me so bad I'd probably end up in AA. And I basically knew what you guys were going to do, and you probably entrapped me some too, and I think you are misquoting me in a lot of different ways out of context for certain. I know that for sure. I know I had no evil intentions or power, money, glory intentions last life. I know that you did, and I could see you going off the rails already last life as Al. And I kept trying to re-corral you and bring you back to good and to being a good message for the world, as Scientology did end up being in many ways. And A wasn't all that terrible, but they were pretty brutal with how they guided the destruction of me. They were pretty terrible, actually. It was a total massacre of me, and I knew it was coming. And so the quotes from last life are me trying to corral you guys out of the massacre of me, because it was bad for you, and it was bad for the world, and it was bad for everyone, and certainly it was going to be very painful. I'm sure I was scared, but I doubt that I ever acted out of money, power, and glory. I know that you guys were, or your elders, your parents, your guides, your teachers, people who are old enough to have been, who have been around when I was around or have videotape of it, want you to think that I somehow was in this to get sex and money and power, and when really I wasn't at all. They're misquoting me entirely. I just wrote up a spiel about exactly what went down last life, and it just got erased. So I'm winging it. It just got erased immediately from the internet, from Apple, from iCloud. But the key point here is that I'm being misquoted a lot from last life when I was Al. When I was trying all these out of context quotes when I was trying to get you guys to not be vultures, to get you guys to not be vampires with me, as I had a very important job to do this life, and as you had a very important job to do this life, many of you, and as many of you are now, who are now hearing this, are a generation or two born after, or three born after I was born 45 years ago, and know nothing but what they've told you, that I was the one, I'm the fool, or that I'm the greedy person, or the avaricious or lustful Al who was trying to get all this free stuff, when really it was them. They flipped the whole thing on me, basically, as a summation. And they won't even tell me what these quotes are, or show me what all of the goings on are of this website and of the things preceding this website. So that should tell you, a case in point, that they're the ones deceiving, not me. However, you all have been doing it, and you all have been on with them the whole time. So I highly doubt, again, that you are ready to break from their norm. Although you must now, I just hope you know that I had no avariciousness or lustfulness from last life to get free stuff. I've been working for 800 years, as behind Shakespeare, behind Leonardo da Vinci, behind Beethoven, behind the Beatles, behind a lot of the Scientologists that are old enough for me to have helped, been writing music, The Who and others, Grateful Dead, in trying to be a positive force, trying to set positive things in motion last life that are now taken out of context and trying to used against me, so that everybody can get their free stuff, so that everybody can come in and massacre me and rape and steal from me and get everything for free and feel justified, even from last life. Like last life, I set up something evil. I was in communication with the Black Panthers, trying to help them organize, trying to help them find power and money. I probably was in communication with the KKK because I was in Tennessee and I had to be, and I had to grow a culture and a pride in the South also. It was not to necessarily be in conflict like it is now between the blacks and the whites, and as you see it now, it was probably something entirely different, I have to imagine. because I know that I'm now basically the same as I was last life. But I was in a position, I was a God coming down to planet Earth, to an alien coming down to planet Earth, trying to help corral things, and corral things that Annie was doing. Annie, Lise, the female alien who was notably the fool, and who Scientology admitted a year or so ago they signed deals with and regretted, but couldn't get out of because they were so fun, the sex was so good, the power was so good, and that she was really the fool and I really wasn't, but that she flipped it on me and they all flipped it on me. Just so you know, if you're seeing quotes from me from last life and they're trying to be matched up with something this life, with an MO, a modus operandi of you guys to collapse on me and get everything you can for free as if I asked for it myself, it's in fact a lie.